Then there was the Vegas thing, was a conspiracy.
That's a lot of people think that one. That's a weird one.
But it's weird that nothing's come up since then. That is weird.
Here's the Vegas one. Here's what's weird about the Vegas one. It seems like there's differing opinions on timelines. There's differing stories, rather, on timelines. There's possibility that someone may have aided him.
Right.
The guy was a fucking evil cunt. He covered his tracks. I mean, it's almost like he wanted people to go crazy. Search warrant document shows second person of interest after Las Vegas shooting.
What was this?
That's in the last couple of hours. A
Really?
judge unsealed documents, and a guy's named Douglas Haig or something popped up.
Okay, well, there you go.
That's interesting.
So that makes sense.
Las Vegas Review. I mean, who else is reporting this? It makes me
everywhere.
Is it everywhere? Okay.
Yeah. So I would imagine that what's going on is there's probably somebody that helped him get the guns and helped him move them up into the room or something along those lines.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there were people saying like the bodies were fake, that kind of stuff.
No, they're out of their mind. I know somebody who got shot there.
Yeah.
I know somebody who got shot there. And one of the girls who was a ring card girl was there while it happened, and she escaped narrowly with her life while people were dropping right in front of her as she was running. Her name's Ashley. As she was running, people were getting shot right in front of her. Dan Bilzerian was there. Dan told me he saw a lady's head get blown off.
That's right. He
said a lady's head exploded right in front of him.
Yeah. That's where let's say there's a conspiracy, right? Let's say, okay, let's say this is a second person helped him. Let's even say there's a second shooter.
Could have been.
It doesn't undo the horror.
Right.
It doesn't mean there was some conspiracy necessarily to cover up a second shooter. Maybe there's new information that's come to light, and there's often a grain of truth sometimes, and then people go, therefore, and
right.
It just
someone was trying to tell me what they reported shooters at all these other casinos, but then the news never covered it. I go, no, you don't understand. When there's 50 people that get murdered by a guy who's shooting out of a fucking Mandalay Bay window, you're going to have chaos. And when you have chaos, people run into casinos, there's a shooter. They'll run into Circus, they'll run into MGM, they'll scream, there's a shooter. People get on the phone, they call security. There's a shooter at the MGM. Doesn't mean there's a shooter at the MGM. It means there's chaos.
Right.
And you get a lot of bad information.
Place with a lot of echo, I'm sure, too. So in the middle of chaos, you don't know where it's coming from.
Dude,
reflections
right
and
Mandalay
lights
Bay?
and
echo.
Yeah.
One of the girls that was at the UFC, she got her leg blown out because someone got shot and killed right in front of her, and the guy fell on her leg and it blew her ACL out. Yeah.
But one of the fighters from the UFC?
No. One of the girls who was at the event.
Oh,
and then Dana White got a bunch of people that got shot and everything, and Dana White's the best. And he brought these people to the event, and it's like, we did an event that week, man. Yeah. I did a comedy show that week.
Yeah.
I did a comedy show at the Mirage that Friday. I donated all the money to the Vegas Victims Fund, but it was just like, it was weird. The whole thing was weird.
Yeah, that is, and it is weird too that, it's like, okay, a country music festival.
Yeah, exactly. Those are right-wing people.
I mean, so I'm not saying this is a left-wing extremist, but it is weird that we didn't really hear a whole lot after that.
This guy didn't give a fuck who he was killing. He wasn't trying to kill country music people. He did this at other music events, too, where he showed up and scanned it and got hotel rooms and overlooked the exact same sort of a scenario. He was plotting this. He just wanted to kill a bunch of people and then kill himself. He said... And by the way, here's another guy that was on some sort of psych medication. Yeah. And this is a constant in these mass shooters. And this is one of the things that gets ignored. And it should be fucking front and center in everybody's mind. They should be thinking, what are we doing to people by giving them these pills? What the fuck are we doing?
What was he on, though? Wasn't it just like Xanax or something?
He was on anti-anxiety medication, which has, by the way, it's the same kind of shit that Chris Cornell was on when he hung himself. That anti-anxiety medication is no joke. And who knows what kind of a weird adverse reaction you're going to have to that stuff.
Oh, yeah.